Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here because I have a postcard from Spirit. It's been like forever, ever since I did this, so I'm going to bring in for one for October this month. If you get it at a later date, different year than 2025, anything like that, like, it doesn't mean it's not still relevant. What I heard is time is fluid in this, and also an illusion as well as fluid, okay? So I'm going to take a moment just to thank all of you first off for being here. For all my subscribers, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like it's something you'd like to see more of, or if it resonates, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along the ride. As well as, guys, no matter what messages come through, no matter what the cards say, or what, you know, spirit I pick up through spirit, or spirit's telling me to tell you, it's up to you and your active free will and the choices you make and the steps you take in this world to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. To me, that's personal freedom, it's personal power, and it's something that lies at your fingertips, right? And at the soles of your feet. So use that power wisely, my friends. So I'm going to get into this. Before I do, I'm going to call in Spirit. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, my team of light, as well as any of your guides or my guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective. I ask them to join us. I ask them to guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who have asked for it, as well as to keep this for the highest good, but through the clearest messages come through. If you can hear my birds now too, they do that when Spirit's coming through, so I feel like there's an importance to this one as well. So I also brought a few different decks I want to show you because it's also October. I brought the Vampirilla deck. I don't know if I have her somewhere, but you know, this was what fell to my feet, which was the King of Pentacles as I picked this deck up and took it out. I'm just going to show you. So Vampirilla, wonderful figure though, because she's a 1970s comic book character. When you think about, yes, she does have sex appeal, and that's definitely part of her popularity, but she was a main character, comic book character in the 70s, and to me that is withstanding the test of time, but that's girl power, my friends. Girl power, able to tame the dragon. Right? It's not about slaying it. That's why I think that's part of this here. It's really important that it's not about slaying the dragon. It's about taming it. And I think it's important as well for some of you. They're telling me, like, you may have really important spirit guides as well that are dragons, or funny also because I'd already decided I was bringing the Dragon Tarot in. So, or not tarot, oracle cards. Before I get into tarot, I'm going to keep this out though, this King of Pentacles. This is definitely earth. So it could be someone in your life, or this is just this energy of embodying, right? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, just being in, what I heard is stasis, and in your power, right? And that there is gentleness in this power, as well as what I'm hearing is, before I get into this, because this is what came out and they were like, you need to show it. It's this relationship between the dragon and Vampirilla as well though, because she's, you know, so I know that it's important to know that not only will Vampirilla protect what is hers, right, in this situation, but that dragon is going to protect what is his as well. And I think it's just a really important time to kind of, like, yeah, they keep saying homeostasis, right? Like, home. All right, so before, I'm going to flip hers around, put it back in, so I'm not even looking at that. All right, guys, so let's see what message we have. Can you please give me one message, Spirit, for what to pay attention for, some advice or guidance in the month of October, this month going forward. Thank you. Oh my gosh, as it falls twice. And then three more fell on the table. But I'm going to start with the one that fell here first, which has a big dragonfly on the bottom. And it says, you are magic. That's your power to do. That is you, right? That is a connecting inside with the essence that is you, and using your magic and harnessing your magic in a way that's going to work for you. So it says, dearest you, there are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break wide open. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty of what was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what is passed over, even more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. We are loving you, sending you love, always and forever. And this dragonfly, this is transformation, right? This is coming also knowing that while, okay, they're giving me this way, okay, kind of like mermaid way, and I'm going to use a little mermaid as an example because it's, you know, the same thing with this dragonfly. They become this beautiful dragonfly that can go out, but they spend, and, you know, fly and catch things, and we're all in awe, but they spend so much time underwater. And there's the points of, well, in this transformation, while we're becoming this beautiful dragonfly, it's okay to miss the time we spend in the water. And I'm thinking Ariel, if I'm sure most people at this point have seen The Little Mermaid. If you haven't, I apologize for spoiling it. But, you know, she wants to go where the people are so bad. And there's a moment when she gets those feet that she's missing home, right? When the thought of having that is actually there is this grief for what is left behind as well, right? So we also have, I'm going to read... All right. We've got also like an angel taking a bath. You are loved. Says, dear you, do you feel like you need to do it all by yourself and fix everything for everyone, or you might not have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything, or else nothing will get done. Be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you, or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome. But we don't think that that would be a good idea. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary. Delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with impossible situations or sticky, enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it. I can't control it. And it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work out beautifully and honestly in the end. Loving you so much. So I'm being guided to read this all, but it says, check in occasionally with yourself about your motives behind your actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is this source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in the direction of your soul, or direction your soul calls you towards joy, discovery, growth, or adventure, participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it? If you can step forward, surrender to whatever spirit has in store for you, you will be amazed at how things turn out. Check your motives, then hand them over to spirit. Everyone here wants what's best for you. Live life. Love life more. I can't even read anymore, guys, so I'm just going to tell you here. They're saying, we spend so much time of our life asleep in this one that this is the time to wake up and be present. I'm going to switch over now because my brain after that, there's a lot going on there. But I also wanted to say we're in October, which is a 10 number, about completion. And as we complete, new cycles are going to start, right? So this is also, again, I think it's about honoring the growth. You have the moon here. They're telling me a full moon could be really important, but this is also the unconscious or the subconscious, the things that are hidden under the surface, or the things that by normal time in the nighttime you wouldn't see, but by light of the full moon it's almost day. There's also importance to ritual here as well, and I think that what's important here as well is just this absolute surrender. And to me this feels like surrender to the unknown, surrender to the things that you're not sure of. Going forward and putting your best foot forward and doing things and creating what I heard is a life, but also they're like this stability is so important. Tell me about the moon. so much, and I put in the back. Spirit, could I have one card explaining the moon? One or two cards. Thank you. Two of Cups. Oh shit. So devotion, right? I also feel like some of this is the hidden battles. There might be hidden battles within partnership or whatnot, but it's important that as long as you're gonna experience hardships, you're gonna experience challenges, you're gonna experience loss and whatnot. But if this is within partnership, it's important that it is experienced together and it is working together as a team. There is that dog with all the skulls there. And I find it interesting as well because they're dressed like Egyptian, like Cleopatra and whoever. The bottom two, the Two of Wands, and a choice. There's a definite choice being come. And the 2-2s right now as well, I find that very interesting because it's a choice in our heart space, but also a choice in our wand space, our action space, and what we do. So like this one card was saying, what I'm hearing, okay, especially with the moon here, is to check your motives. And this may be you, this may be someone else, but it's like they're telling me, it's like, you know, are you being driven towards something unconscious? Like tell me more. I have the Dragon Oracle here too. Spirit, can you give me some insight into this? Thank you. You have the Fire Dragon here. Or not the fire, but the Orange Gold Dragon from Arcticus. Open your knowledge for the golden age, carry the energy for the future, and be a guiding light. And the Sunshine Yellow Dragon helps you to help animals, serve animals, heal, and respect and understand them. Haha, maybe helping you heal animals as I'm throwing it around. Oh my gosh. Or like something about it taming this savage beast, right? There is something, there's so much, and I love this because there's a lot of fear. This is October. It's not that I love the fear, but the spider here as well. Like she can kind of see the spider. She doesn't really love the spider. So she's got to kind of make a decision forward. Am I going to go over here or I'm going to crawl through the other way and have to go through this spider? What I'm hearing is also it's about webs of entanglement and tell me about 2 wands, this 2 cups. I feel like you're not given all the information with the moon, or you're moving by the light of full moon, and you have the 10 of swords that's come up here. So this is an ending to the worries, because if you look here, I'm going to stop there, but she's sitting up against this, she's been worried, right? I think it's who knows what kind of beast, I can't really tell. But there is a beast here that has been going after her. It's been stalking her, right? And a lot of this is in the mental space, and she's been hiding, and finally it's here. And this beast could come confront her. It's snarling, but it hasn't chewed her up yet. And I think that's important. This comes down to, again, the 10. The moon is feeling like the veil. It's the hidden, it's the what is not seen, and coming into October as well, it's going to be very important. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know why I heard this, but I'm going to just say it. Oh my gosh. They keep repeating this. Motives. Okay, I keep hearing seance, and I'm not sure, like they're showing me movies, I don't know if it's The Craft or some of those ones where they try and do seances and things like this. Wow. It's like they're like there's a huge warning here, okay? I'm not sure what it's for, okay? But there's a huge warning here. So if this isn't for you, sorry, but whoever this is for, if you are trying to connect with someone, passed on loved one, friend, if detective work, their words are be very careful. It's not a toy, is what I heard. Okay, so I'm not sure. Gosh, okay. So how I'm seeing, and I'll try and get it just as best I can out what is being conveyed to me. It's just that an inexperienced practitioner is what I'm going to hear and call this, maybe, because even experienced may experience things they don't want to experience. It's how to be able to ground yourself and get out of this situation, and having very firm boundaries. And there's also I'm being guided to give you a situation, okay, where it's just sometimes the things, and especially depending on what you are asking, depending on where your spirit is in their current timeline, or what version you get, or if you have called in something or someone, what I heard is more sinister or without safety and precautions in place. For two things. One, they're like you could open up a portal of something you don't want to come through. Okay. So always of love and light, always for the highest good. Only, I heard angelic beings, or only those of love and light may enter. There needs to be strict rules on no one can enter you. Also, they're telling me that some of the ways that, people may be doing this and having this happen, the things that you're going to be shown, or the feelings in your body, or what could happen. Like, I am, again, going to tell you. So, years ago, I took part, it was not a seance. It was, I took part in a drumming circle, and we were, practicing bringing back messages for each other. And I was tasked with a question regarding someone who had passed away, but violently. And when I started, when he came, I felt horrible. And at that time too, that's not something I like to do, okay, often anymore, but it comes with really clear importance, right? Where the leader of that drumming circle took over and helped me get out of that, and took the spirit over, okay, and dealt with it that way. It's left a lasting impression on me on how quickly things can happen and go south. And as a person who has experienced spirit most of my life, probably all my life, learning boundary with spirit was so important. And there's some interesting parts here, okay, because fear's really coming up. Like, it's a fear, and it's not a fear per se of, it's just that it's not a toy, is again what I heard. It's not a toy. Okay, so I'm going to move on. Just a second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I brought some sage. I'm just going to kind of clear the energy, clear the air. So I also want to say some things, what I'm picking up on right now too, okay? And if you're this far into the reading, it resonates, great. If not, it doesn't. But I've been watching a lot of things right now with the American politics and whatnot, and not watching, but reading and, watching in horror and disbelief. I imagine, like, a lot of people in the world, and I can, all my love for you out there. Because so here's some things too, what I want to say. I was watching, like I was saying, watching things. Nuremberg trials. War crimes are real, right? And following orders that are unjust is against so many international laws. national laws. So I feel like, again, this goes back to these motives too. Wow, guys, I apologize. Like, there's so much coming through this reading that is... Anyway, I'm going to move on. Thank you. I got this on Follow My Cat. Temperance, and this is bringing this balance. Because much like, if that's all you focus on, if that kind of thing is all you can focus on, it's going to really just tense up. Or just destroy your nervous system as well. So there has to be a point to know when to kind of silence those dogs. But also, if you are empathic, you might be experiencing things that you don't understand why. And it is because what is behind the veil, you might be picking up on a lot of things. So it's going to be important to really ground and center yourself. Smoky quartz might really help as well. And we have the Four of Wands here. I love this card too. I mean, she's like... She's in her element. And this is celebration, right? There is a place through this. There's a lot of wonderful stuff. And you have the King of Swords under here, who... in some ways has slayed the beast, right? And this is this mental space. Wow. Okay, I brought one more thing and I'm gonna like end it. I feel like this is very... blocks lifted at the bottom. It feels very confusing a little bit. But I also feel like with the moon here, the Ten of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups, the moon, there's a lot of stuff happening under the surface, right? A lot of this stuff happening in terms of questioning. I feel like there could be things happening in your love life and happening in your decision making in the process. And, you know, it's definitely time to like put a lot of the worries and concerns to an end, because it feels like it's been like a troublesome time, right? And bringing balance and happiness and stability, like I said before, was going to be really important. So if you're getting caught up too much in like the politics of the world around you and it is taking you down, Spirit's like, first off, turn off the news. Remember, be present where you are. Do things to find joy, but also be an informed person, be an informed citizen. And oh my gosh, what I heard is stand up to atrocities. We have divine guidance coming through here. The ideas you're receiving are heaven sent answers to your prayers. Last thing I'm going to say about this is I also feel like I'm going to call it the world climate currently in the state of the world, the state of the United States. Canada's going through our own stuff right now, but this is, I'm hearing like a friggin' song that I used to, Hands Held High. And with the sky so blue and the ocean opens up. That's not what that is. To follow you. No, the Hands Held High, that might be it. But there's a part where it's just talking about, you know, when the rich wage war, it's the poor who die, and these fuckers are laughing. They're on jet stuff, laughing their way as you can struggle to, you know, like fill your tank and stuff. But there's a point that's like, say something, you know, they might attack you for, like, that it's time for the fist pumping. It's time for standing up. It's time for a collective thing to happen. And I do think, like, in some interpersonal relationships, it's going to become very, very clear where politics is a lot of times something where people keep that to themselves. It's not really... A lot of times people don't talk about that, right? Because it's a pretty good into place where fighting happens. But this is not the time. What I heard is, especially developing new friendships and things like that, to just be blissfully unaware of their politics. Again, I'm hearing Nuremberg trials, and I think this is very important because, as possibly many of you, also, but as a descendant of a man who took a bullet to the head and survived in World War II, in the Canadian military. It is crazy that we're coming up to Remembrance Day and watching what is happening. And this is the thing, it's like that song coming back, all scared. First it's scared and laughing, like, what did he say? And this is where we're at that point. First you're laughing because a leader's so or stupid in an obvious way, and then scared and laughing. We're not going to laughing and, ha, he's dumb now. It's scared and laughing. And I think that there's a real importance here, and yes, it's important to be like balanced and everything, but it's going to be important as well. Oh man, okay, it's going to be important what side of the fence you choose. So I'm just going to show you again that King of Swords on the bottom. For some of you, this is also, it's that you may have someone around you, or this is the mainstream media, creating a false narrative. So, stay balanced. Let's get some more of these out. This postcard got not deserving. You, like all God's children, deserve happiness, health, and love. And I want you, also, it says, stay true to yourself. Don't compromise or water down your ideas. Listen to, trust, and follow your inner voice. Editor, within reason. If you, and this is where it's going to be really important to pay attention to what people are saying and not saying. If you are and if you don't like my channel, because I'm going to say this, white supremacist or Christian nationalist or racist person, right? Or maybe you don't know that those things are how you feel. There's a real place where it's not okay. There's no right you have to put people down and say epithets, and there's no right to do this. There seems to be a very strong institutionalized racism happening, and it's becoming so overt right now. There's things happening around our worlds that, again, like I said, as an ancestor, 3 generations now, right? I'm the 3rd generation after that World War II veteran. And we have entered a stage where the backdrop to do humanizing people and again allowing racist ideologies and Christian nationalist ideologies to do what it does. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. I love you all. It's because I get success. See, this seems great, but it's like whatever is going on, it's so heavy. So again, you might be picking up on all of this, right? It could be affecting you in a lot of ways, but I think it's a lot about, like, how does our heart pull? How's our heart pulling us? This 2 of Cups is about partnership, but it's also a choice in how we present ourselves, how we show love. And I feel like there may be a lot of changing minds happening here too, okay? Because they're just saying, okay, just editor here. Be careful of what you're listening to. Are you listening to fact, opinion, or rhetoric? Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.